Mexico Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation 1927 Zulu weather wind 170 at Niner visibility 1012,000 scattered temperature 27 Celsius dew point 24 altimeter 3010 remarks density altitude 2,200 lightning distant northeast through southeast.
Mexico traffic, Spirmo 750 Yankee November is going to be back taxiing 418 Mexico.
Well, we're here in the STOL CH 750 Super Duty. I'm Sebastien, and Roger is our pilot today.
Hi guys.
And beautiful day. We got clouds and stuff, but a nice day to be flying. So we're in the STOL CH 750 Super Duty airplane, and that's the latest Zenith aircraft, CH 750 aircraft. And we have the Comeng IO 375 engine up front, lots of power. Actually, we have the rear jump seat in this airplane. We actually have a bit of extra weight in the back. It's a four-seater we find always rotates a little bit better as a STOL airplane with a bit of weight in the back. And we're just going to go up, have a little bit of fun, talk about the airplane.
We'll do a pre-run up. And like Sebastian's saying, we're in the 750 Super Duty. We got the Aero Sport 205. And we'll run it up to 1700. Check the right and left in both ignition. And we're going to go to the right. Back to both. Left. Back to both. We'll check our flaps. Visually look out. Controls clear and free. Bring our flaps up, and then we'll go down about a quarter to a half. For a short takeoff. And we got the fuel selector on the fullest tank. Mixtures in. Doors locked secure. Seat belts. Alright, now we're just letting the temperatures warm up a little bit. Mexico traffic, Spirmo 750 Yankee November is going to be departing runway 18. Will be a southeast departure for a local flight in Mexico. Alright, we're going to check the traffic. And I like to always check, visually check the whole pattern. We have a lot of unradioed airplanes in the area all the time, so it's always good to do a circle.
I like the tricycle nose gear on this airplane. It really allows you to turn on a dime, doesn't it?
It does. Alright, we're going to do a pretty short takeoff. I'll have the stick from half to full back. Add the brakes, power. Nose comes up instantly.
Ooh, that just jumped off the nose, didn't it?
Yep.
And we're airborne, yeah, that is quick.
Yeah, you just sit back and wait, you know, it's very short wait, but...
And I know sometimes from the outside it looks like it rolls, it does take a little bit of space, but when you're inside the airplane, like, I mean, it's literally like 2 seconds, and like, I mean, by the time full power, rotate, like, I mean, you're airborne. It really is that quick. Pretty neat. Now, if you look outside, of course, you'll see a lot of flooding out here. We had a lot of rain this past week.
Okay, Mexico traffic, experimental 750 Yankee November, departing the pattern to the southeast Mexico for a local flight.
And so again, we're in the CH750 Super Duty. And now those of you that have been following the Super Duty also know that we introduced the unpanel design with the Super Duty, and it's not exclusive to the Super Duty. It's more to the Zenith STOL, well, even all the Zenith specifically. But the idea with the unpanel is basically we're using a glass panel display instead of the fixed hard instrument panel. Is actually a movable panel and repositionable. And we typically like it in the center position like that, and we end up not moving it that much, but it's really nice because if you want to move it, you can put it in front of me. If I want to, I can put it over in front of Roger. When we're especially on a long cross-country flight, it's kind of nice to be able to move it out of the way. And Avilution is the software and hardware company that actually put this panel together. And we've recently updated the system. Tell me a little bit about the updated system.
Well, we had the original prototype basically in our airplane from the beginning. And, you know, we did have a little bit of radio issue, an intercom issue, and it wasn't related to the Avilution. It was just some of the wiring and grounding and stuff. And then they updated all of that and then updated some of the new updates on the screen. Like now we have, instead of just saying the comm radio 122 now it says MYJ, common traffic frequency, and AWAS, it says actually MYJ frequency. And then after even we have the charts and too, all the information telling you about the airport where you're going. So a lot of neat systems here.
Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? And I like the fact it's the actual sectional. Out of the moving map is the actual sectional itself. You know, us older pilots that learn to fly with sectionals, that's when we fly cross country, that's what we like to look at. I know some of the newer guys, they may be more used to just regular moving maps, showing terrain and so forth. But a sectional, of course, it shows the terrain, shows a lot of good information. Now, is there a weather overlay on this as well?
Yeah, there is. It does have ADS-B in, and I'm just learning how to use it, so...
But it's not showing it just right now, but we can definitely get it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really nice panel, and I know the Avilution guys, they've been a pleasure to work with. Mark Spencer of Avilution, he's really quite the visionary in terms of developing these new software systems where different hardware pieces can talk together, and really great display units. A lot of real neat stuff, and then Justin Tisdale has now joined Avilution team, especially working with us experimental builders and flyers. He's just a fantastic guy to work with, very customer focused. And I know a lot of customers will be able to chat with him, learn more about the systems. The new Avilution panel like this, again, they're really at a good position now where they can start delivering these systems. And they've really been at it for a few years now, where we've been able to try it out, perfect it, and so forth. And again, it's a fully multifunctional display where we have all our flight instrumentation, engine information, navigation, comm, everything on one screen. And the nice thing is, it's on a very compact screen. We can keep moving around. And what I particularly like about this is the visibility that it allows us in the airplane. You can see amazing visibility left and right around this aircraft.
Right, exactly. And you can still, if you want a normal panel, you can still install the normal panel, which comes in the kit.
And that is a standard setup still,
correct,
isn't it? Right. And then as well, some folks are doing also is using the repositionable arms, and then rather than going with a large 17-inch display like this, is putting a Dynon or a Dynon Skyview or Garmin G3X, and then maybe an iPad or something like that. That's one of the beauties of experimental aviation, is that you as the builder are the manufacturer. You get to choose how to install, how to equip the airplane, and innovative things like the unpanel display. That is definitely something that you can do. And again, don't even have to take our interpretation of it. You can really make it your own with your own equipment. What happens every year in July, Roger?
Well, we start heading north at the end of July, and it's an event called Oshkosh.
Yeah.
It's the largest event in the world, basically, of gathering of airplanes and aviation enthusiasts.
Absolutely, and 2021 is going to be a big year because 2020 it didn't happen. We were here on the ground in 2020, and actually we even hosted a few events at our factory during Oshkosh Week because you know, we had it marked off already on our calendar so we didn't have too many other activities. So we ended up hosting a few events at the factory. And this year it's going to be another big year. Like I say, I think a lot of people will be coming out because they missed a year. So a lot of pent up energy and you know, to go out and do things in aviation. So I think Oshkosh AirVenture 2021 will be a big year. For us as Zenith, this is certainly not our first time going out there. We've been going out for many years out there. We'll be located in the same display area as in the past, which is in kind of in the northern outdoor display area. I think now they had an actual home-built aircraft place there. And so those of you that have visited us in the past, we're in the exact same location. Otherwise, I'll certainly post a map about where our location is there. And we're going to be there all 7 days of the convention. So a lot of opportunity to come out, look at the airplanes, meet with us, sit in the airplanes, and learn more about Zenith aircraft. One thing we do every year, and have been doing that for the last 30 plus years, is we have the Zenith or Zen Air Banquet every year. And we'll be doing that again this year. It's always on the Thursday night, so it'll be again Thursday evening, July 29th. Pretty much, I think from 7 till 9 o'clock is the actual dinner event. And then, of course, happy hour for a full hour at least before that. And it'll be again in the Elks Lodge north of Oshkosh, well, in Oshkosh, but on the north side. Easy to access, lots of parking, easy for everyone to come out to. It'll be a little bit different this year because it'll actually be catered by Roxy, one of the famous haunts in Oshkosh. They provide great food, and they'll be doing a buffet for the dinner out there this year. And you know, and as many of you know, my father passed away in end of April of this year. So this year, you know, we're going to take the opportunity to really do a nice celebration of life event at the dinner itself. Definitely, we'll I'll have some kind of a bit of a slideshow, kind of show you all the different things that Chris accomplished over the years. And he, you know, even outside of aviation, he was really an accomplished person. There's a lot of interesting things to see, both from the design side of airplanes, and there'll always be a few surprises. There's always something that people will learn about what he worked on, what he developed over the years. And then we'd love the opportunity, all those of you in the Zenith community that had interactions with Chris, an opportunity for you to maybe share with the group how you met him, how he influenced your life, and how flying the Zenith airplanes has been a positive thing in your life. And I think it'd just be a nice way to celebrate the many accomplishments that my dad did in aviation, and continues to influence us today with all the Zenith designs that we continue to build and fly everywhere. And another big thing at Oshkosh is we as a kit company, we'd like to always demonstrate how our airplanes are built, how easy they are to put together, showcasing some of the new technology and some of the final hole size match drill things. So for the last handful of years, we've always had projects going on in the EAA airplane hangar. And the airplane hangar, it's just a venue for folks can actually learn about the tools, the skills, about building and flying their own airplane. And of course, as Zenith, we know the Zenith kit, so that's what we'll demonstrate. And we'll be doing that again, and that'll be actually just north of our exhibit area. It's literally just north. You have just a skip across the way. You can be at the booth, and then in the airplane hangar, a few steps away. And we'll be demonstrating again aircraft construction. My son Calvin usually heads that operation every day. Starting at 9 o'clock, doing hands-on demonstrations. And one thing we'll be able to do as well is take some customer project. And why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we got the opportunity. We have enough space there at Oshkosh, and we're looking for a few customers. You need to call us and check it in advance. But if you want to build a wing or a tail section, or maybe the slats or flaps, just give us a call at Zenith. Talk to me directly. And even if your kit's on the order or whatever, we can maybe take it up for you, save you on shipping and crating. You can build your section or whatever you want at Oshkosh. And we're going to limit it to, it depends on what customers want, what days. So we can't build 10 different airplanes, but we'll try to see what we can do, and you'll learn a lot, have other builders helping you, and have a fun week.
Yeah, and that's a good idea, because we have our cargo van now, so we can bring up we definitely can bring parts up there. And again, it's a good opportunity, especially if you live in the Oshkosh area, or even if you're far away but come into Oshkosh, to pick up some parts and actually learn about doing some of the assemblies, and actually get some things done during Oshkosh Week. So yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to learn and actually get closer on your project. So yeah, if that's something if that could work for you, give Roger a call, give him a call directly, and discuss what we can or cannot do there during the Oshkosh Week. And as you were talking, I was even thinking we may even have the opportunity to do a few rudder assemblies there as well.
Sure.
If for many years we've been doing our hands-on rudder workshops at the Zenith factory, and this is at Oshkosh in the airplane hangar. You basically spend a day if you're doing the Super Duty, or maybe 2 days for the other models in the airplane hangar, is actually get some hands-on experience. But things like that, talk to Roger ahead of time, because we do need to coordinate that ahead of time. It's something we just can't coordinate at that time.
Right.
And also at Oshkosh every year I put on a few forums and forum educational seminar discussions. And these are good Q&A sessions. I talk a bit about the history of our designs, what separates the Zenith aircraft from other designs, and just learn more about the aircraft and how they, how to build and how to fly them and so forth. I'll be publishing those as they're published. I don't think that's been formalized quite yet, the schedule itself, but be doing that, and I do that 3 or 4 times during the Oshkosh Week. And again, of course, we're always hanging around the airplanes at the booth, so come out, talk to us. Demo flights are difficult to coordinate at Oshkosh, but so it's not the best time, but definitely sit in the airplanes and talk to us about them. I know John Humbert, Super 701 flyer, the guy that's been demonstrating amazing short takeoff and landings in the 701. He's going to be a guest of the STOL demonstration team at Oshkosh, so he'll be there all week with his Super 701 airplane. Again, he loves to chat about building and flying airplanes, so great guy to come out and meet with. We don't expect too many international visitors, because now in this post-COVID time, while things are really getting back to normal in the United States, I think international travel is somewhat limiting. But which reminds me, we were talking about the Zenith dinner a minute ago. Come out to the website, and I'll try to provide a link here, but go to the website and RSVP for the event. We have a hard time guesstimating how many people will want to show up for the event, and we want to accommodate everyone that wants to join us at the Zenith banquet. And of course, if you're a Zenith builder or flyer, of course you're invited, encouraged to attend. But even if you're just an enthusiast looking at building, have been following us for a while, come out. They're a great group of people. You'll see, you'll feel like family after very shortly with the group. We always really enjoy that. So, if you're going to be at Oshkosh and want to join us on Thursday evening, please RSVP for the event, because we'd love to have you there as well. And the parking area at Oshkosh, if you're flying in, we try to group the Zeniths together. I know those of you that camp with your home-built aircraft, you guys are in the camping area, but if you're in the display area, they try to kind of keep it. And I think it'll be just immediately east of the home-built headquarters there, because that's kind of where our booth is. So try to park all the Zeniths together, because I know sometimes folks think that there aren't many Zeniths on the field, and that's oftentimes because they're really spread out. But it's not uncommon. We'll have 30, 40 Zeniths fly in. And so if you're flying in, make sure you check in at the booth, if nothing else, and let us know that you flew in. Let us know where you're parked. We always enjoy walking out to the airplanes, having a look at them. That's always a fun thing to do, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And, I'll just throw something out there. I have one customer that wants to meet and fly into Oshkosh with us. So, anybody that feels like they want to fly in with us, can't really tell you exact time, but we'll probably be at Dodge County right before Oshkosh, about noon, on that Saturday the 24th, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's right, because the show itself starts on Monday, right?
On Monday.
And so we usually plan to arrive Saturday evening, so Sunday is our setup day.
Exactly.
So we fly in a day early, and of course we're not the only ones to do that, so it can get pretty busy. If you look at some of these flying into Oshkosh videos that we posted in the past year, sometimes it's very easy, sometimes it's a bit of a zoo because a lot of other planes are flying in at the same time. So it's, but it's always an adventure, and I encourage you, if you're flying your Zenith, try to make it at least one time. Make that pilgrimage to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And then, of course, if you're able to do that, you can do the Zenith Homecoming in September because, we like to call it homecoming because, again, that's for, a lot of the Zenith planes, again, they were born right here in Mexico, Missouri in the factory, all the parts and pieces. So it's awesome for us to see these airplanes coming back to the Zenith factory. It's just a really neat experience. And again, the Zenith Homecoming is a Zenith-specific event, lots of activities over 2 days. It's a little bit early to talk about all the different things that we'll be doing, but do put it on your calendar, and that's September 17th and 18th of 2021 at the Zenith factory. Plan to come out for that. Why don't you show me a few steep turns, Roger? Because again, one of the beauties of this airplane is in the maneuvers is the visibility you have. So here we're doing obviously a right-hand turn. And again, you can just see the visibility is just so fantastic in this airplane. And when I look straight down, I literally see straight down, look down on the wheel. So fantastic. And one of the things I like about these designs, again, is the top visibility, how, again, I can see through that top window, see so well around. Such a nice job. Because, these airplanes, while they actually do make good cross-country machines, again, they're not very fast, but they're very stable and very capable. They're actually, again, they're really optimized for off-airport operation. That's where we really maximize the visibility element of airplanes. The bubble doors, not only for comfort with the bubble, but also the ability to look straight down. And then again, just very maneuverable airplanes, really optimized to excellent control at low speeds, full-length flaperons, large elevator, all these great features that
flies hands off.
And it really does. Yeah.
The center stick I really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, the nice thing with the center stick, it's really intuitive. It's out of the way. You can have your lap is unencumbered, and you can fly from your side. I can put my hand on the stick, and we're not holding hands that way either. And if you worry about using left hand, right hand, it really is something. Once you get used to it, you don't even think about it which way you're going in terms of throttle position in one hand or the other. And again, we've been doing this for many years, and I'd say probably 90% of our customers are really strong advocates of the center stick system. Again, once in a while you'll have somebody that prefers a dual stick system, and we offer it as an option for those that do want that. But I would encourage you to try it out before thinking you need dual sticks, because it really is a nice thing to have.
Right.
And talking about Oshkosh, other things we do at the booth sometimes, we may try to plan an engine day where we invite engine companies to showcase the different engines, because as many of you know, one of the advantages of building a Zenith is that you're not going to be told what engine to put in your airplane. That's a choice that you can make among all the different engine companies and different engine brands. So it's something that you can look at doing that. And to do that, we always encourage engine manufacturers to talk directly to the builders, the folks that are putting the engines in their airplane. We're both wearing brand new T-shirts here, and EAA has actually developed these T-shirts and sells them at the EAA warehouse at Oshkosh. Of course, if you're not going to Oshkosh, just give us a call the office, talk to Joyce or Caitlin, and they're happy to take a T-shirt order as well. The nice thing with the EAA T-shirts, they actually support EAA programs. It'd be easy to stay up here all afternoon, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Burning holes in the sky, really pretty.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful day.
I know, but the problem is, you say that nearly, if it's not IFR, it's pretty much a beautiful day,
Right,
isn't it?
that's right.
And out here in Missouri, when it is IFR, it's usually, you wait 5 minutes and it usually clears up a little bit, because we had rain this morning and it's already cleared up quite nicely.
Oh, you want to head back and do a nice short landing?
We'll see if you can.
Oh, okay. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. The cameras are on, so it puts a little bit more pressure on you.
Mexico, traffic, Thermal 750 Yankee November is going to enter a left downwind for runway 18 Mexico.
All right, do my pre-check landing checklist. And we'll get down to pattern altitude. We're entering downwind at the 45.
And Mexico's a good airport to fly into and out of, not too much traffic, so we can really do a lot of demonstrations. I know a lot of you that are watching this video right now have already been up flying with Roger in a demo flight, whether it's this airplane or one of the other Zenith airplanes. And that's something to keep in mind all the time, is come out to the factory, we love to go flying. If you're seriously looking at building your own Zenith, we'll make sure to get you up for a demo flight in the airplane, because that's the best sales tools we have for our airplanes, is demonstrating how well they fly, and then as well the workshops to demonstrate how easy they are to build. And you know, we've been doing this for many years, and we know this is not a hard sell. This is the product. It's a great product if it meets your expectations, and we'd love to show you how it can do that. And one of the nice things we like as well is our airplanes have become quite a bit easier to build over the years using CNC technology.
That's exactly right. So we'll beam the numbers, we'll bring back power, lead off the airspeed and the flap indicated speed, and deploy just about 5 to 10 degrees and start our descent to base to final.
And we're just regular pattern altitude here, 1,000 feet above.
Right.
So.
Hey, Mexico traffic, Thermal 750 is turning left base, 18 Mexico.
And with these STOL airplanes, we kind of like to keep a relatively tight pattern so that, again, we can get to the airport, and then we'd like to continue to practice relatively steep approaches. These airplanes are very capable to be able to fly into and out of very tight areas. So even though we're at an airport, we still like to demonstrate the capabilities if we were in a much tighter area.
Right.
Assuming you had trees around it, or maybe in a little valley.
Deploy the rest of the flaps before we turn final.
Mexico traffic, Thermal 750 Yankee November is turning short final, 18 Mexico.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to set up approach speed if you want somewhere in the 50s, and start adjusting power and pitch till we like it. And you can develop a very high sync rate to land very short if you like. If you want to do a normal landing, just do a normal approach, keep a little power in, and land it like your Cessna if you'd like.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. A normal takeoff and landing is short, but you don't have to fly that way.
Right. Now I'll start bringing up the nose, and I'm going to start adding power because I'm getting behind the power curve.
Yeah, I see we're indicating now in the 30s, so. Now in the 20s. Great demonstration. That was nicely done. And you kept it on the center line, too.
And Mexico traffic, 750 Yankee November is clear of runway 18 Mexico.
Well, that was another beautiful flight. Certainly enjoyed the opportunity to show the airplane to you. And, and spend a bit of time in the office this afternoon. Pretty cool.